paid that price in full. Freedom and a lunch is not free. We may not know all of these men and women who we honor today, but they were people that we knew. They were family. They were neighbors. How about people in your class, your classmates, friends, and colleagues? Americans who answered the call with extraordinary courage. More than 120,000 are buried in 26 United States military seminaries, cemeteries in 17 different countries. They are from World War I and World War II. Thousands still remain missing in action from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and a modern conflict in the Middle East. Those buried overseas and those missing in action never came home. President Ronald Reagan put it best: those who died and gave up their life in war actually gave up two lives. They gave up the life that they were living when they were killed in action, and they gave up the life that they never got to live. They never got to meet their soulmate, Mary, see the birth of a child, watch that child grow, graduate, maybe get to coach him like I got to coach my two boys. They never got to walk their little girl down the aisle in the ceremony after the wedding and dance that father-daughter dance that you wait for so long. And every birthday, every anniversary, every reunion, and every holiday, they're not there. They gave up all of their tomorrows so that we can have all of our todays. It's an old belief that a person is never gone until their name is no longer spoken. As you leave this place here today and walk through the graves and the memorials of those who have sacrificed their all, say their name, speak it out loud, keep their spirit and their soul alive. We at least owe that to them. I was one of the lucky ones. I came home. I taught high school psychology and sociology for 40 years. I coached baseball, football, and wrestling for another 38 years. I will leave you with the biggest lesson, though, that I learned in Vietnam. It was the second day of the battle for New Yon Hill, and I heard, "Medic!" And I went towards the sound, and I found a man who had been shot in the stomach. I knew I had to get pressure bandages on there right away, and I did. I had nothing to eat or drink for 48 hours battle. And so this is why I reached back at this point and I put water on those pressure bandages so his insides would not dry up and he would die anyway. I dragged him into a nearby trench left by the French in the French-Vietnam War. I'm trying to decide, how am I going to carry this guy out of here? I can't throw him over my shoulder or everything that I will do will become undone. So I'll hold him close to my chest, carry him like a baby. All of a sudden, in the middle of a war, a thought came over me. It had been since I was a little boy that I had told my father that I loved him. Oh, I knew that my dad loved me, and I'm sure he knew that I loved him. But in those days, in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, fathers didn't say that to their sons, and sons didn't say that to their fathers. I had a conversation with my Creator upstairs. And I said, "Lord," now you know why I was so busy. I said, "Lord, if you get me out of this hell on earth so I can tell my father one more time, look him in the face and tell him that I love him, I'll be the best coach, I'll be the best teacher, and I'll be the best father that I can be." I ran to my father in the O'Hare airport, threw my arms around him, and I said those three words, "I love you." And guess what? He bounced them right back at me, as if we'd been doing that for 24 years of my life so far. It was our greeting and our departure from then on. I've taught my children, my grandchildren, my athletes, my students, and 72 assistant coaches. Those are the 3 most important words that you can say. And I'm giving you all, everyone here, an assignment. There must be someone that recently you probably should have said those 3 words to. You haven't forgotten them on purpose. You've been busy. After all, it's a holiday. Well, you're going to say those 3 words to them, and if you can do it face to face, do it. But if you can't, you take those darn cell phones you got, and you make sure they hear those 3 words. Oh, yes, and there's a B part to the assignment. Tell them why you love them. You see, I almost waited too long with my father. God bless the heroes that we stand over here today. God bless the military and the veterans. God bless the Gold Star families and all of you seated here today. And on a final note, I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Presented in the order of admission to the Union, today we honor the 50 states, 6 U.S. territories, and tribal nations represented across our country, and the generations of Americans from each who answered the call to serve. Representing this roll call today are active duty members of the United States Armed Forces. Representing the United States Army, Sergeant First Class Heath Sorensen. Representing the United States Marine Corps, Staff Sergeant William Lydell. Representing the United States Navy, Chief Musician Kevin McDonald. Representing the United States Air Force, Master Sergeant Emily Snyder. Representing the United States Space Force, Specialist 3 Michael Solis. And representing the United States Coast Guard, Chief Petty Officer Timothy Natoli.
Delaware, first state, admitted 1787, birthplace to 13 Medal of Honor recipients. Pennsylvania, admitted 1787, birthplace to 336 Medal of Honor recipients. New Jersey, admitted 1787, birthplace to 71 Medal of Honor recipients. Georgia, admitted 1788, birthplace to 27 Medal of Honor recipients. Connecticut, admitted 1788, birthplace to 59 Medal of Honor recipients. Massachusetts, admitted 1788, birthplace to 177 Medal of Honor recipients. Maryland, admitted 1788, birthplace to 66 Medal of Honor recipients. South Carolina, admitted 1788, birthplace to 33 Medal of Honor recipients. New Hampshire, admitted 1788, birthplace to 47 Medal of Honor recipients.
Virginia, admitted 1788, birthplace to 62 Medal of Honor recipients. New York, admitted 1788, birthplace to 477 Medal of Honor recipients. North Carolina, admitted 1789, birthplace to 30 Medal of Honor recipients. Rhode Island, admitted 1790, birthplace to 25 Medal of Honor recipients. Vermont, admitted 1791, birthplace to 43 Medal of Honor recipients. Kentucky, admitted 1792, birthplace to 56 Medal of Honor recipients. Tennessee, admitted 1796, birthplace to 39 Medal of Honor recipients. Ohio, admitted 1803, birthplace to 221 Medal of Honor recipients. Louisiana, admitted 1812, birthplace to 20 Medal of Honor recipients.
Indiana, admitted 1816, birthplace to 68 Medal of Honor recipients. Mississippi, admitted 1817, birthplace to 15 Medal of Honor recipients. Illinois, admitted 1818, birthplace to 108 Medal of Honor recipients. Alabama, admitted 1819, birthplace to 26 Medal of Honor recipients. Maine, admitted 1820, birthplace to 84 Medal of Honor recipients. Missouri, admitted 1821, birthplace to 47 Medal of Honor recipients. Arkansas, admitted 1836, birthplace to 23 Medal of Honor recipients. Michigan, admitted 1837, birthplace to 76 Medal of Honor recipients. Florida, admitted 1845, birthplace to 14 Medal of Honor recipients.
Texas, admitted 1845, birthplace to 68 Medal of Honor recipients. Iowa, admitted 1846, birthplace to 33 Medal of Honor recipients. Wisconsin, admitted 1848, birthplace to 44 Medal of Honor recipients. California, admitted 1850, birthplace to 60 Medal of Honor recipients. Minnesota, admitted 1858, birthplace to 26 Medal of Honor recipients. Oregon, admitted 1859, birthplace to 6 Medal of Honor recipients. Kansas, admitted 1861, birthplace to 23 Medal of Honor recipients. West Virginia, admitted 1863, birthplace to 26 Medal of Honor recipients. Nevada, admitted 1864.
Nebraska, admitted 1867, birthplace to 21 Medal of Honor recipients. Colorado, admitted 1876, birthplace to 13 Medal of Honor recipients. North Dakota, admitted 1889, birthplace to 6 Medal of Honor recipients. South Dakota, admitted 1889, birthplace to 4 Medal of Honor recipients. Montana, admitted 1889, birthplace to 4 Medal of Honor recipients. Washington, admitted 1889, birthplace to 23 Medal of Honor recipients. Idaho, admitted 1890, birthplace to 10 Medal of Honor recipients. Wyoming, admitted 1890, birthplace to 3 Medal of Honor recipients. Utah, admitted 1896, birthplace to 4 Medal of Honor recipients.
Oklahoma, admitted 1907, birthplace to 26 Medal of Honor recipients. New Mexico, admitted 1912, birthplace to 11 Medal of Honor recipients. Arizona, admitted 1912, birthplace to 16 Medal of Honor recipients. Alaska, admitted 1959, birthplace to 2 Medal of Honor recipients. Hawaii, admitted 1959, birthplace to 24 Medal of Honor recipients. District of Columbia, established 1790, birthplace to 31 Medal of Honor recipients. Puerto Rico, U.S. territory since 1898, birthplace to 8 Medal of Honor recipients. Guam, U.S. territory since 1898.
33 American Indians have received the Medal of Honor for acts of valor across various conflicts in our nation's history, representing tribal nations across the United States. From every state and territory, and from tribal nations across this country, we honor all who have served and all who gave their lives in defense of the United States of America. Please welcome back to the stage Ms. Karen Durham Aguilera.
Oh my gosh, what a powerful start to the program here at Memorial Day. So as we commemorate America's 250th within these hallowed grounds, it ties our nation's founding to the sacrifices that have preserved them. At Arlington National Cemetery, there are no distinctions between service branch, rank, or religion. No place here can ever be purchased. Each must be earned. Medal of Honor recipients lie next to privates, generals lie next to junior officers, but all are united in their commitment to our country. All have rightfully earned their final resting place through dignified and honorable service. To those with loved ones laid to rest here, a grateful nation shares your loss. Your loved ones' service and sacrifice will always be remembered and their legacy celebrated, and we will always take care of your loved ones. To our veterans and active duty service members, the profound sacrifices you and your families have endured throughout your military careers, time away from home, physical and unseen burden, and the willingness to lay down your lives have shaped and sustained our nation for 250 years. It is this unrelenting commitment to bear the cost of freedom that continues to strengthen our republic today. And thank you to all who have served or are currently serving in any capacity. You remind us that a purpose-driven life often demands immense personal cost. Your example of placing the nation needs above your own inspires us to honor the ultimate sacrifices of those who rest here and to teach future generations the true exacting price of liberty and service to this great country, the United States of America. So thank you all for being here, and again, welcome to Arlington National Cemetery.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our program opening. Please enjoy these selections from the United States Army Band and Chorus. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 158th National Memorial Day observance at Arlington National Cemetery. The wreath-laying ceremony will begin with the firing of a 21-gun salute, indicating that the President of the United States has entered Arlington National Cemetery. It is requested that all persons viewing the wreath ceremony remain silent and standing. Appropriate honors should be rendered for the playing of the national anthem and during the playing of taps. All personnel in the amphitheater should remain silent and standing and render the appropriate honors during the playing of the national anthem and taps. If you have electronic devices, please set them on silence mode or turn them off. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this musical prelude courtesy of the United States Army Band Pershing Zone under the direction of Colonel Scott McKenzie.
And to the 2.7 million veterans who served in Vietnam, if you didn't hear it back then, we're here to tell you, welcome home and thank you for your service.
God bless you. These Vietnam veterans are supported by Sweet Mass Productions. Sweet Mass Productions is the premier developer for the Institute of Heraldry and proud manufacturer of your military awards and insignias. Born and raised as patriots in New England, they're founded by a Marine veteran and have been family-owned and operated for 3 generations. SMP is committed to supporting troops both on and off the battlefield, especially those in crisis.
You know, Maya Lin was only 21 years old when she created that monument.
She made quite a work of art.
Making their way down Constitution Avenue, proudly representing northern Michigan, is Kingsley High School NJROTC Band, brought to you today by Music Celebrations International.
The program has a strong commitment and enthusiasm for leadership and service and is noted for its academic achievements. They're proud to honor the service and sacrifice of veterans while inspiring the next generation of leaders. Let's welcome Kingsley.
Next, we welcome Ozzy's Truck, a journey of awareness and tribute. This nationwide initiative is dedicated to raising awareness about the mental health struggles that our service members and veterans face.
U.S. Navy veteran Jared Ashley and NASCAR legend Richard Petty partnered to restore this truck, which once belonged to U.S. Navy sailor Jeffrey Ozzy Otzwerk. Ozzy tragically took his own life in 1999 after serving his second combat tour. Having served alongside Ozzy, Ashley envisioned this restored vehicle as a traveling tribute, one that honors Ozzy's legacy while raising awareness of the unseen battles many veterans continue to face.
From York, South Carolina, let's welcome the York Preparatory Academy Band. It was founded in 2010. Schools built a solid band program, and it's been a South Carolina Band Director's 1A state marching band. It's a finalist since 2017. Let's listen and find out why. Please welcome Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor Survivors. The Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor Survivors have created this traveling memorial of the USS Arizona, the famous battleship that was destroyed in the surprise attack.
Accompanying the Arizona is the flag of valor that honors those who have persevered and died as a result of the attack. The flag was flown over the Arizona Memorial at Pearl Harbor, and thank you for being here today.
From Knoxville, let's welcome the South Doyle High School Army's Junior ROTC, the Cherokee Battalion, proudly representing Tennessee, the volunteer state. From Hampton, Virginia, let's welcome these veterans who receive their care at the Hampton, Virginia VA Medical Center.
The Port Richmond High School Band in Staten Island, New York operates as part of the school's Academy of Television, Visual, and Performing Arts. The program provides students with opportunities to participate in beginning band, concert band, symphonic band, jazz band, big band, wind ensemble, and marching band. The marching band and jazz ensemble perform frequently around Staten Island. Recent venues include the St. George Theater for the Borough Arts Festival and local neighborhood tree lightings.
Bet they don't drop the beat.
Now welcome to the Republic of Vietnam Veterans Association of Virginia. The Army of the Republic of Vietnam and the Allied Forces of the United States fought side by side to stop the spread of communism and defend liberty in Vietnam. They expressed gratitude to the more than 58,000 American service members who made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedom of the Vietnamese people. We will never forget their noble sacrifices now and forever.
A big thank you to Costco for being a parade sponsor. Let's hear it for the Pittsburgh Public Schools All-City Marching Band. This Pennsylvania band is making their second appearance in our parade, and let's take a listen and just hear how great they are.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by American Battlefield Trust, Independent Apparel, Mission Barbecue, Pep Boys, and by Wounded Paw Project. The parade is produced by the American Veterans Center. For all history buffs, learn more about us at AmericanVeteransCenter.org. Our salute to those who served in the Gulf War is sponsored by the State of Kuwait.
We welcome you back to this wonderful parade on Constitution Avenue and the heart of the nation's capital.
We're having a great time. There's still more to come. On behalf of the American Veterans Center, you are watching the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing. A huge thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Absolutely. Let's get back to the parade. Now, hold on to your french fries here, because you're going to see something you're going to love in a minute. It's got a lot of appeal. No skin off my back. I'll tell you why. Hold on to your french fries. Get your sour cream. It's the big Idaho potato truck, and it's back and bigger than ever on its 14th cross-country tour. It started in 2012 as a one-time celebration of the Idaho Potato Commission's 75th anniversary, quickly turned into something much more full-blown, coast-to-coast phenomenon, and it's not half-baked.
Well, now a certified pop culture icon, this 4-ton spud and the Tater team are on a mission to promote the famously delicious Idaho potato, certified by the American Heart Association and the American Diabetes Association. and give back through its A Big Helping program, supporting local charities along the way. It's big, it's fun, and it's totally spudtacular.
I'm going to teach you the mashed potatoes. You want to learn
Let's
that
go.
dance? The next float is brought to us by the state of Kuwait. Among the parade's earliest supporters, the people of Kuwait wish to convey their deep and sincere appreciation for those who served and to those who fell in the fight to liberate their country 35 years ago.
On behalf of the people of Kuwait, we have the following message from the ambassador to the United States, Ambassador Al Sabah.
On this Memorial Day, we remember those who gave their lives in defense of freedom, a sacrifice Kuwait knows all too well and will never forget. As America approaches its 250th anniversary, we are reminded that our bond was forged in moments that mattered. And with the opening of the National Desert Storm War Memorial this fall, we continue to honor those who stood for Kuwait and shaped the course of history.
The National Desert Storm War Memorial Association is honored to host a gathering of more than 100 military veterans who served during Operation Desert Storm in 1991, proudly returning to Washington 35 years after the war. In 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait. In early 1991, the USA led a 34-nation coalition successfully liberating the state of Kuwait in 1991.
The veterans today are part of the mission to build the National Desert Storm and Desert Shield War Memorial on the National Mall. It'll be located near the Lincoln Memorial. DC's newest landmark is set to be dedicated later this year in 2026. This commemorates work that will honor the service and sacrifice of all who served during Operation Desert Shield and Operation Desert Storm. Now, here is a message of support from our friends at the State of Qatar.
On this historic occasion, we join the United States in celebrating its 250th anniversary. This milestone honors 2.5 centuries of freedom, opportunities, and democracy. The friendship between the states of Qatar and the United States has grown through decades of partnership, mutual respect, and shared commitment to peace and security. Qatar is proud to host Al Udeid Air Base, home to thousands of American service members who work side by side with their Qatari counterparts. During this anniversary year, we celebrate the bonds between our nation and look forward to continued cooperation, friendship, and shared success.
From the West Coast, Fountain Valley, California, here is the Fountain Valley High School Royal Regiment making their second DC appearance. The first was with the inauguration of President Ronald Reagan in 1981. They recently appeared in the Pearl Harbor Commemoration Parade in Hawaii.
Mission Barbecue is known for its traditional American barbecue and for its mission to serve those who serve. Each location supports the Global War on Terrorism Memorial Foundation, as well as other military, veteran, and first responder organizations in our community. Mission Barbecue offers customized catering for parties of all sizes, and our authentic deuce-and-a-half military truck is outfitted with a fully operational smoker that can roll in and feed your Army.
Yum. Sounds yummy.
I'll take some.
Welcome, Marty's Golden Air Senior Drum and Bugle Corps from the Great Lakes State, Michigan. Established in 1950, membership includes men ages 16 to 86, giving the Golden Airs a blend of nostalgia and young enthusiasm. Go, go, Marty's.
Parade volunteers carry this banner saluting today's military.
National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by American Airlines, official airline of the National Memorial Day Parade. Events DC, the State of Kuwait, CarShield, call, drive, save. And by the State of Qatar. Our salute to those serving us today is sponsored by Leidos.
Well, we hope you're having as much fun as we've been having here on
Having a blast.
Constitution Avenue for this great 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
Well, on behalf of the American Veterans Center, you are watching the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing, and thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Let's get back to the parade.
Today, we honor the fallen of September 11th with a wreath of honor, followed by memorial flags listing the names of those lost in the attack on the World Trade Center, Flight 93, and the Pentagon.
We are honored to be joined by families of those lost in the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, along with the FDNY ceremonial unit from New York City. 25 years later, we remember, we honor your sacrifice. Thank you.
This 30 by 50 foot American flag is carried by Wounded Warrior Project, the nation's leading veteran service organization dedicated to empowering post 9/11 veterans, service members, and their families.
Today's flag bearers embody the strength and resilience of the veterans community and the unwavering promise of the Wounded Warrior Project that really says no veteran ever walks alone.
That's the truth. Through life-changing programs like mental health care, caregiver support, Warriors to Work, and Soldier Ride, Wounded Warrior Project helps veterans thrive long after their service ends.
Here comes the Massachusetts Maritime Academy Band Honor Guard and Drill Team. The Massachusetts Maritime Academy is a university specializing in the maritime industry.
State-of-the-art labs and simulators create an immersive teaching experience that replicates real-life scenarios within practice environments. Shipboard training takes place on their training vessel, the Patriot State. Replacing the Army's aging fleet of Jeeps,
The Humvee gained acclaim during the Gulf War 35 years ago.
The Mission-Integrated Maneuverable Interoperable Conformable Vehicle, MIMIC V, is an extreme tactical security vehicle that can operate in any environment for any tactical mission. The iconic Humvee has been supporting our armed forces for decades and continues to play a vital role in our nation's security, running along our veterans who are employees of AM General. Our final parade float honors the 2.1 million Americans on active and reserve duty today, and most especially the nearly 7,000 who have been lost in operations around the world post 9/11, including those taking place today.
So joining are active duty uniformed service members from the United States Armed Services, representing all who service with honor. Today, on behalf of a grateful America, we thank you.
Thank you indeed.
Please welcome the Camden High School Scarlet Regiment from Camden, South Carolina. They have a record number of accolades, and they are known for their dynamic performances and strong ensemble unity. The band showcases their commitment to artistic expression and precision on and off the field.
Here are Navy Jeeps coming down the parade route. In 1781, George Washington said to the Marquis de Lafayette, "It follows then as certain as that night succeeds the day, that without a decisive naval force, we could do nothing definitive, and with it, everything honorable and glorious."
The Clarksville High School Panther Band represents the state of Arkansas. The marching band performs during the fall semester, transitioning to concert and pep bands. In the spring as well, we thank them for making their great trip to Washington, D.C. to take part in the parade, and all those parents and people have raised money for these bands to get here.
Joining us now is the Remembering Our Heroes 1957 Chevy Task Force pickup, a signature tribute to our nation's military men and women who've made the ultimate sacrifice in the global war on terror. Built by U.S. Air Force Master Sergeant Rick Beach, the moving memorial has been signed by more than 35,000 veterans to honor our 7,030 fallen heroes.
Thank you to the state of Qatar for being a sponsor and supporter of the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
And thanks to these parade volunteers for carrying the American Veterans Center banner, the organization responsible for today's parade, and so much more. Please visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to see all that they do for our veterans.
From Fort Wayne, Indiana, let's hear it for the marching cadets of Concordia Lutheran High School, making their third appearance in our parade.
They march today with gratitude and reverence, honoring the brave men and women whose sacrifice has secured our nation's freedom. They do all things to glorify God. Let's listen.
The Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade welcomes the Mustang Club of Maryland, National Capital Region Mustang Club, and Central Virginia Mustang Club.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by Freedom 250, celebrating the triumph of the American spirit, America's Navy, U-Haul. The National Memorial Day Parade is created and produced by the American Veterans Center. Join our mission to preserve their legacy at AmericanVeteransCenter.org.
Well, you hear them, don't you?
That American muscle.
Oh, I love them. Hey, a very special thank you to the American Veterans Center and to all the sponsors today for today's Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
What a great day this was, huh?
So wonderful
We didn't
to
let
be
the
with
soggy
you.
weather stop us.
Well, these guys have marched through worse, I can tell you.
Absolutely.
More.
We're grateful for them and grateful for you, too. And it's only the beginning of this patriotic summer, folks, so please join us right back here for a once-in-a-lifetime event in Washington on July 4th for America's 2026 Independence Day Parade celebrating America's 250th birthday. The parade will step off from 3rd Street and Constitution Avenue, travel south on 3rd Street by the Capitol to Independence Avenue, where the parade will turn right onto Independence Avenue to 12th Street. It's going to be a great event. Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, and we want to thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you in 2027 right here for next year's National Memorial Day Parade. Thank you, John. Thank all of you. God bless our country and our veterans.